We are doing comparisons between Gen 9 and Gen 10. So let's look at this. Just look, okay? Just look. Look at the trees. They don't fit in. They're just on top. They're literally on top. Like, look at this. Look at this. What is going on? What's going on here? And don't you worry. We're going to Gen 10 too. But also, look at this. What is this? It's a PNG. It's a PNG. And look at that too. Well, that one doesn't really have a lot of texture, so that one actually, I'll give it the benefit of the doubt. There is nothing to texture there, basically. It's just a white building. But for example, look at the landscape over here. Nothing. Landscape over here. Nothing. Landscape over here. Nothing. But if we go over to this one, oh my goodness. This picture has been taken straight from the reveal trailer. We'll watch that afterwards just to prove how much better the graphics have become. Just look at the trees here. Just look at the trees. We will be stopping to watch. We will stop in the trailer too. Don't you worry. We're doing this fair as can be. And the textures. Just look here. It's way more textured. Whoa. That's a bit too fast. You can't really see a lot over here, but you can see that there's something going on. There's something here. Now, if you look back to this one, let's take this as an example. Because, let's be honest, this is everything there is. It is flat. It is brown. Ah, mountains, yes. That's just gray. And over here, even more. Just way more brown. Here, more brown. And I love this game, by the way. I love this game. A bit less gray here. A brownish gray. It doesn't look good. I'll be completely honest. I love the game, but it doesn't look good. Now, compare that to this. The texture? There is stuff going on here. There is texture. There is something in the background. The terrain is textured. The grass actually looks good. This is some incredible looking grass compared to Gen 9. Trust me, I've spent a lot of time in it. And it's just better. Everything is just better. Now, they are on two different consoles. Scarlet and Violet were on the Switch. But this game, Gen 10, Pokemon Winds and Waves, will be exclusive for Switch 2, meaning they have better stuff, but there is a but in here. There is a but. This and this should have all been on the Switch 1. Because, look at this. This is Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Immediately. Look here. More texturing. Way more. Even here. Look here. More texturing. And here? Details. There are details on every piece of this building. And even this, even the ruins, and this over here, all of them, everything has texture. The trees, they actually look pretty good. Now, this game is old. I have no idea how old, I don't remember. In the background here, yes, you can see like this stuff that Pokemon also has. So it's not perfect, but it is better. It is so much better. And when you compare this, the windmill here, to this, building right here, the church. You can see what we could have had. There are houses too. It's not like completely similar distance from the house as from the windmill, but it's closer than Mezzagoza. But you can already see, like, there is so much stuff that should just be better. Oh, is this the best picture? No. This is a picture I found on the internet. So it could definitely be better, but just look at this. Just look. Look at this. Look at everything. Like, the leaves over here. Look at them. They could be so much better. And the palm leaves and stuff. We will look at those in the trailer. In the background, you can see the same as we were talking about in Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. It's the same issue here, but it should be better. It should be way better than this. This shouldn't... No. And also, over here. What's going on here? This shouldn't be like this. And over here, what's going on here? We could have had so much more. Now, I am happy that it is being made on the Switch 2, this game. That it is exclusive for the Switch 2, because that just gives us more power to do stuff with. Okay, look at this. Look at the differences here. This is not just Switch 1 and Switch 2 difference. This is not Switch 1 and Switch 2 difference. They are... What's going on here? This to this is an insane leap. Look at the quality difference. There is something here that this doesn't have. Like, it looks like there's a new engine or something, like they're using Unreal 5 or something. Well, here they've made the entire game in Blender. No shade to Blender, but this is just way better. This is what we wanted in Galar, in Sword and Shield. But no, this was 4 years ago. This came out 4 years ago. Look, the grass, it's amazing. Church, amazing. The details, well, could still use some work, but it's Switch 1. The trees, they're pretty. The environment in the background, there's stuff to see. There's stuff to, like, look at. You can see stuff going on here. You compare that to this, there is nothing. There is nothing to look at. Other than, like, maybe here. And, like, maybe a bit around here. But there's, like, nothing. And also, look at this. Look at the difference. This is not just hardware difference. Or software difference, or whatever it's called. This is night and day. Like, yes. Like, this looks like a prototype of what this is. Prototype, finished product. This is like something one could have thrown together in like 5 minutes, it looks like. Well, this looks like, it just looks so much better. And here we have the trailer. First look, Pokemon Winds and Waves. Announcement trailer. Let's look. Okay, there's actually a bit of stuff beforehand. Okay, here we go. Just had to skip forward a bit. Like, look, it's so much better. Hold up. Even the trees here, at this distance, looks way better than these trees. Than these trees here. Look at them. Look at the trees. Look at those trees. Look at these trees. Look at those trees. Look at these trees. It's... wow. What's going on here? Apparently, a bunch. Okay, there's actually something I want to touch up on there. The Tropius here. Like, look. This is non-existent in Gen 9. Scarlet Violet. This... it's non-existent. And look at these. Look at the palm trees. They have shading. You can see other, like, palm leaves through a palm leaf. And they actually look good. And let's not, oh my goodness, the trees. The trees look like actual trees, even those way in the back here. Way in the back here. Like holy moly, the bushes too. But even here, you can see like the small particles from the water spout. Can you do that in Scarlet and Violet? It doesn't exist in Scarlet and Violet. And whoa. Let's look at this. There is so much stuff going on here. Waves everywhere. There is this thing spinning, and it doesn't, wow. And also here, there is a big improvement. Now, it could definitely use some more improvement, let's be honest, but everything can. But also the character models, way better. I think they are so much better. And also, that, it actually looks proper. It doesn't look like Mesagoza that was earlier, where it's just a PNG. Now, this in the middle, it's flat, yes, but these rings and trees give it depth, so it doesn't really matter as much, if you understand what I mean. Because there is stuff outside, like these rings, and these spirals, and the trees, and the bushes, you don't even realize that this is flat. It's a mind trick. Even down here, well, down here you can probably, it's way easier to tell. But up here, I didn't realize before now. And I watched this trailer like 4 times. Even the lampposts here, they look good. They look good. The Pokemon flying and hopping, it's so much better. And even the grass here. The grass looks better. It doesn't look sudden. It doesn't look like it's just there for just being there. It looks like it's actually grown out. And even here, look at this. No light. There's like no shading at all. But this, holy, there is like lights hitting different spots. And this wasn't in Scarlet and Violet. So all the things we have talked about are all pointing towards new engine. Because this is not just hardware update. Ah, yes, we couldn't make this because this Switch wasn't powerful enough. Like, yeah, sure, I could see that happening, but you didn't even try to do this. Nowhere did you try to do this that you did with Angela here. But now, oh, holy, and even this, the hair is moving, the waves, it just looks so amazing. Now, the fact that the fire Pokemon here glows, that's really cool. That is really, really cool. Now, I've seen everybody talking about Slugma, but nobody is doing my boy Sizzlipede here justice. He is glowing both front and back. You can use him as a flashlight either way. Just hold him in your hand and you can see forward and backwards. No problem. And the terrain here, the ambient terrain, it looks amazing. There's so much detail. Wow. Just wow. Holy. And it moves. It moves. The grass, it moves. It moves naturally. Holy. This we're overlooking. It's such a small plant. I feel like this would be such a small plant we would never see it. Like Tympole here. That's a pretty small Pokemon. Not the smallest, but it's small. But Tympole, that's definitely a team member. I don't care what you say, that's a team member. On my team at least. The Slugma again. Now, I just want to touch up on the eyes. They look amazing. It looks like there's an orb, glowing orb, just there, just controlling it. It doesn't look like a just pink ball. It looks like something of importance, something with soul that is controlling this thing. And it is so cool to see. And the wind, and this, whatever she's doing here, which is kind of unnecessary, but how it affects everything, it just, and the trees, just look, everything is affected by the wind. And now, the starters, of course, as is usual. Now, me, when I first saw these, I was really excited about this guy. But this is my least favorite starter of these three. Not to say I don't like this guy. I really think this guy is cute. I love the trio here. They are all excellent Pokemon. But there's a but here. Gekwa. Gekwa. Ooh. I love Gekwa. And Sprout. Sprout is so cute and funny. It is one of these two. It does depend on the full Evo, and how I continue to develop feelings about these guys. But it's either one of these two. But Impo stays on the team either way. But if you pick Gekwa, you have 2 water types. I don't care. I'll run 6 water types if I have to. And Pombon. Overrated, I think. Gekwa is underrated. Oh, so good. Dragon? I have no idea what that's supposed to mean. Now, underwater. Look at this. Each, like if you focus on one, it doesn't look that good, but if you focus on the whole, like when we went down, this looks amazing. And the fact that these are glowing, like Lumillion is supposed to, ooh, that's cool. And these, how they move ever so slightly, also really nice touch. Really nice touch. So, all in all, they have a new engine, which they should have had 10 years ago. Let's be honest here. They should have come 10 years ago. But hey, we got it now. I'm excited to see what comes next, and to criticize even more. See you around.